So, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Sunday morning drop-in meditation. I hope that you and yours are well and safe and not too stressed staying indoors. So now you've got lots and lots of time to meditate and study and read all those books. There's focus on the positive aspects. I think that's a very good idea. So let's begin by adjusting our motivation. Let's take some time to open our hearts and connect with others. There's a lot of people who are stressed and worried and suffering. So let's think that by doing these meditations this morning, we will benefit not only ourselves, but everybody else we come into contact with. And these days, our contact is basically over the net or over the phone. But still, if we have peaceful minds and we have compassionate minds, then our interactions with others will be beneficial. So just take a little bit of time to have a motivation that is very, very sincere. And you Mahayana practitioners, connect with your bodhicitta motivation. So we're going to begin with breathing meditation. But first we're going to settle the body. So make sure you're comfortable, whether you're sitting on a chair, whether you're sitting on a cushion on the floor, whether you're lying down. Whatever posture you're in, it's really important to be relaxed and comfortable. And now let's just scan the body so that we can get rid of any tension, beginning at the top of the head, moving down over the forehead to the eyes, the muscles around the eyes. Just relaxing, releasing, moving down over the cheekbones. Relax the muscles around your mouth, your jaw. Make sure you don't clench your jaw. It's something that we do without realizing when we're concentrating. Relax the muscles in your throat. Go back to the top of the head. Move down the back of the head to the base of the skull and to the tops of the shoulders, releasing any tension. Then slowly move down the spine, checking your shoulder blades. Breathing normally and naturally. Move right down to the base of the spine. Back to the tops of the shoulders. Relaxing the chest, the diaphragm, the belly. And then again from the tops of the shoulders, moving down to the elbows, elbows to wrists, wrists to hands, hands to fingers. moving to the hips, down through the thighs to the knees, knees to the ankles, ankles to the feet, the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, the toes. Relax, release. If you do find any areas of tension, with each out breath, feel the tension is leaving your body and dissolving into space. So we're going to move into meditation on the breath. So the only thing we need to do with this meditation is to do our very, very best to merge the awareness with the breath. And whenever the mind wanders, we don't beat ourselves up. We notice that the mind has wandered, and we gently but firmly bring the awareness back to the breath. Either the sensation of the breath entering and leaving the nostrils, or if your mind is particularly agitated, you can focus on the rise and the fall of the abdomen. But wherever you choose to put your focus, keep it there for the whole of the meditation. Don't move back and forth, for example, between the nostrils and the abdomen. So just checking your posture, making sure your spine is straight, your tongue is resting behind the top teeth, your chin is just a little bit tucked in, your gaze falling to the floor in front of you. Your hands will be resting, one on top of the other, right on top of the left, or palm down on your knees, whatever is comfortable for you. Remember, we want a comfortable, relaxed body without tension. Just waiting for my... Okay. Just getting all my technical bits together here. So when we hear the gong, remember the only task we have is to merge our awareness with the breath, to notice when the mind wanders, and to bring the awareness back. Don't try to control the breath. And simply leave our body alone. It knows how to breathe. So we're working on this balance of relaxation and alertness. So our body needs to be still, needs to be relaxed, and our mind, our awareness, needs to stay alert and merged with the breath. Our only task is to keep the awareness with the breath. Don't be pulled back into thoughts of the past, and don't rush forward into the future. Simply be here now, one with your breath. Remember that whenever you're distracted, you shouldn't get upset with yourself. In fact, it's a good time to take a deep breath and relax and bring the awareness back. Do your best to bring alertness to your practice without tension. So don't be thinking, I have to stay with the breath, I have to stay with the breath, I have to stay with the breath. Just know when your awareness is with the breath and when it has wandered. it's important not to think of our meditation sessions in the context of when is the bell going to ring. That's another distraction. Our only task is to be with the breath, one breath at a time. If we rush forward anticipating, we've lost the breath and we've lost the present moment. So have a little stretch. You can have a sip of your tea or your coffee or whatever you're drinking. It's important not to drink during your meditation session. So have a nice drink before you start, and then, don't drink during the session. So I guess we've all got a lot of time and we're thinking a lot. And, as we meditate more and more, we become more conscious of what is going on in our minds. We start to uncover the discrepancies in our lives and to get in touch with the bruises and hurts of old relationships. And this gives us an opportunity to tie up loose ends and heal wounds. So we're going to do a meditation on forgiveness. Now, this is a wonderful way to actually heal any pain of old hurts. These are the things that block our hearts and prevent us from trusting and loving ourselves and others. Forgiveness is, in fact, the key to opening our hearts to learning from the painful lessons of the past in order to move into the future unhindered. So again, make sure you're comfortable, relax your body, and bring your awareness to the breath. Allow memories and images and emotions just to float freely in your mind. Things that you have done and said and thought that perhaps you've not forgiven yourself for. So allow these memories and emotions to come into your mind. There can be things that you have not forgiven yourself for, and it's important to connect with them, even though they may be painful. And now, from your heart, say to yourself, I forgive myself for whatever I have done in the past, whether it was intentional or unintentional. My actions, my words, and my thoughts. I have suffered enough. I have learned and I have grown, and I am ready now to really open my heart to myself. May I be happy. May I be free from confusion. May I know the joy of truly understanding myself, others, and the world. May I come to know my own wholeness and fullness, and help others to do the same. And now, in the space in front of you, imagine a person that you love, whom you want to forgive, or whose forgiveness you need. And again, from your heart to theirs, directly communicate the following. With all my heart, I forgive you for whatever you may have done intentionally or unintentionally, by your actions, your words, or your thoughts that have caused me pain. I forgive you, and I ask that you forgive me for whatever I have done, whether it was intentional or not, to you, by my actions, my words, or my thoughts. I ask your forgiveness. May you be happy, may you be free, and may you be joyful. May we both open our hearts and minds to meet in love and understanding as we grow into wholeness. And imagine that this message is received and accepted. And now affirm the feeling of healing between you. And let the image melt into space. Now in the space in front of you, imagine someone toward whom you feel great resentment or negativity. And now, to the best of your ability and from your heart to theirs, communicate the essence of the following. From my heart, I forgive you for whatever you have done, intentionally or unintentionally, that has caused me pain. I forgive you confusion, insensitivity, and possibly even fear of me. I forgive you, and I ask that you forgive me for the way in which I have intentionally or unintentionally actually closed my heart to you. I ask your forgiveness for causing you suffering. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering and confusion. May we both open our hearts to meet in love and understanding as we grow into our wholeness. Imagine that this message has been received and accepted. And affirm the healing that has taken place within you and between the two of you. Then allow the image to melt into space. Next, think about the countless people toward whom you have closed your heart. Remember how you felt and what you did when people abused you, spoke harshly, took your parking place and crowded in front of you in line, and so on. These are the times when we close our heart. Consider how many people you have hurt in some way by your own conscious or unconscious actions and words and thoughts. How many times have you been the abuser, the one who crowded in, the one who spoke harshly? Imagine these countless beings all standing before you. And again, really from your heart to theirs, generate the essence of the following. I forgive you for whatever you have done, whether it was intentional or unintentional, that has caused me to suffer. I forgive you and ask that you forgive me for whatever I have done, intentionally or unintentionally, that has hurt you. May you and I and all of us create the causes for happiness in our lives. May we outgrow and transform the causes of our suffering. May we all come to know the joy of truly understanding and experiencing our interrelationship. May we open our hearts and minds to each other and meet in harmony. Now, feel as vividly and wholeheartedly as you are able that you have actually released all guilt and blame toward yourself. And in this present moment, allow yourself to feel forgiveness and a patient acceptance of your past actions. So this is a meditation that you can do at any time. And it can be very moving. Sometimes it can bring tears. But it's very, very beneficial. Particularly being able to forgive ourselves. This is often an extremely difficult task for us, but it's of utmost importance. Perhaps it's useful to remember in the Tibetan language there is not a word for guilt. So we feel genuine regret. We do our best not to engage in actions that harm others. We forgive ourselves and others so that we can move on into the future with love and compassion for everybody. So thank you for joining the meditations this morning. We've got a little bit of time left, I think. Perhaps people have some questions about the breathing meditation, about the analytical meditation. I'll just give you some time in case you want to get onto the live chat. I can have a drink now. Hello, Alita. I see you mentioned the internet cutting out. Do you think that's, I guess you can't tell whether it's from our side or your side? I'm just looking at my Wi-Fi. It seems to be, it looks as if it's functioning well. So remember, any time when we're doing this YouTube live, we can't see you. So if there's a problem with sound or whatever, please let us know, and we'll do what we can to remedy that. Yes, I can hear the planes. I'm not sure about the rest of you. Hopefully they're not so loud from your side. So remember to check our website. We have quite a lot. All of our programs, I think, are online now. So you don't have to miss out on anything. In fact, you can probably do more online. You don't have to physically come here. Somebody is asking. Chris Moses. So the text for the forgiveness meditation is it's come from a book called The Fine Arts of Relaxation, Concentration and Meditation. I'm just trying to see who it's by. I think it's been around for a long time. It's not a new book. I'm just trying to get my the joys of technology. I want to. Okay, here we go. Joel Levy, Levey. The planes are not too loud. No, somebody else said that too, so I'm glad. Obviously, I hear it more than you, so that's good to know. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left. Let's just again bring our awareness to our breath. And let's gather all the positive energy that we have created by joining this meditation today. And let's send it out to our neighbours, to everybody in this town, wherever you are, to everybody in Australia, New Zealand, all the countries of the world. There's a lot of people now who are experiencing suffering, who are fearful, who have lost loved ones. Let's open our hearts and send the positive energy that we've generated. Let's send it out to the whole world with a wish that this positive energy can bring them a little bit of relief from their very difficult situation. And may we ourselves stay calm, focused, compassionate, and kind. And send our love and compassion to the whole world. Every single being, without exception. Thank you so much. Be well and happy. Stay home as much as you possibly can. And stay safe. Bye-bye for now. Oh, and remember the Tara mantra. Those of you who know it, recite it as much as possible. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture, Soha.